Okay, MB Moose Lover here again with another video, and just look at this cow moose here and the little calf she's got, and she's looking down in the woods there. She's looking around. She's quite nervous. This is the 25th of July, and this cow would come in. Has a video there, a couple of videos I've already put up there, and she was coming by herself there in June, and then she probably had the calf hid somewhere. And this, I think, was one of the first few times she brought it in. And of course, we're back in the Stone Age here in black and white again, with my cameras screwing up. And I was just going to say, I love these stealth cameras when they work good in the daytime, but they've got so many problems. They don't make this model anymore anyway. It's a 4K, DS4K, and I mean it's a 4K camera. I never use it in 4K. My computer wouldn't handle the files, but they glitch. They won't come on when you turn them on. Sometimes and like I said, they have very poor detection and any place with heavy canopy. So very frustrating. But I can't afford new cameras right now. So anyway. I had put the salt lower. Originally I had it higher on the tree, and I put it lower because I just thought it was easier for them. I was trying to keep the calves from licking it, but because they do some, and I don't think it's that good for them at a young age. But anyway, I lowered them, and on my two salt blocks I've got here, and a little calf, he's behind her there, sleeping, and this video is mainly about there's a bear that was stalking this calf, and I got the bear on video here, and of course, wasn't in color, which I really would have preferred, but anyway, take what you can get. But anyway, originally I had made a copy of it here that I was just showing the actual bear incident, but I had some of the footage here, and I just thought, well, because you can't really see the calf near her there, and the footage is much, and especially when it was in this monochrome, because it's in the leaves behind her, and I wanted to kind of point the calf out that when he's in these leaves right behind her. Anyway, I'm redoing the video here, and it's going to be a little bit longer, but yeah, and it's made me kind of rethink the salt thing. I mean, the moose benefit from salt. I think minerals. It's a mineral block. It's not just a salt block. But the thing is, they can get so dependent on it. It kind of bothers me that they'll just spend a lot of time at it and not as much time eating, because they just they get addicted to it. The calf's getting a drink there. It's rare times that she'll let him nurse. Another video I'm putting up here with where he has to chase her around to get a drink. But anyway, like I said, I use the salt box because moose are pretty thinned out in the areas that I am when I go. A couple of areas, and there's a fair amount of moose, but they're spread out, and it's hard to get them to walk right in front of a camera, like 20 feet. Trails are not that, you don't find a lot of trails that are really, really well used. Maybe near water and lakes and stuff. I don't even have a four-wheeler anymore. I use a bicycle to get around, and a lot of the areas I go, my truck won't even, the roads I go are so narrow and brushed in that it scratches my truck up. So I use a bicycle to get in to check my trail cameras. And anyway, I guess just got to try to find some places that don't have the heavy canopy, and some trails, and just got to work at it a little harder, because I'll find a spot and I think, oh, it looks nice, but then you think it's going to be okay for lighting, and then it isn't. And I get a lot of artificial false trips with the camera, with the leaves, and you got to make sure you don't have any bushes and leaves right out in front of your camera, which I made the mistake this year. So anyway, back to the calf, and he just laid down there behind her in those white leaves, white grass, and like I said, this bear had been, you'll see it here, that this bear I think had been around, and that's the thing, the salts, they attract bears. That's the only thing I don't like, is that they can tell where the moose are going to be on a regular basis. They know it. They smell them all the time. Bears are curious of your salt blocks anyway, and they come around, and bears are always looking for food and travel in the woods, and they can smell. And it's right here. It's coming up very quick, and the calf got up and heard that bear coming, and he's going to be right here, right quick. And he's not a very big bear, but I have no doubt that that little moose would have been in serious trouble if he had caught it. Okay, so this was on the 26th of July at 8:13 in the morning, and that's the end of the video right there where the bear came up the hill. So it's just going to cut right there, and we go to the next day, which is the 27th at 7:19, and the bear must have been there again, because you're going to see right here the calves run around nervous here. Mom, she's looking around, so the bear must have been there just that next morning again. The calf, he's running around there, and the mama there, she's sniffing, so I think he came back the next day right around the same time, and trying again to get close to that calf. I mean, I don't imagine he wants to mess with mama, because I mean, they could be really brutal, I would imagine, in a situation like that. They stomp stomp him right into the ground, but and now she's nervous. She knows, she can smell the bear, and the little calf here, he's running around here, a little frantic, and there he goes. He's really worked up. And this is on the 27th of July, and there's going to be some other clips of their different dates that I put in to show that there was other times here when the bear was near, and maybe circling them, and she's smelling that bear really intently. So it's pretty much made me second guess the whole salt lick thing for moose and deer, whatever, because they don't know any restraint, just like a lot of people, and they just will stay there so long that it interferes with their lives. They should be off feeding and watching their young, and I think if I'm still gonna put a block out, I'll do it in the fall, just for a month or so, and that way too, the calves are grown, so you don't have to worry about them being in danger from the bears hanging around. That way they can still get some minerals that might benefit them in the winter. But so this video clip here says the 31st of July at 6:30, so that bear must have been close that morning too. So he's a determined little bear. Okay, MB Moose Lover, later.